Hey guys, how are you all going? Nice to see everybody. As always, if anybody's got any questions at any point during the chat, please interrupt. I'm here to answer any questions about anything, algo trading, whatever, anything whatsoever. Not so much Formula One because I don't know how to do that. But anyway, uh, known as Slightest, I'm going to go through these couple of pages very quickly and then I'll talk about the people that I met in Singapore, talk about the updates that I found and things like that. So, as normal, I'm not in the slightest a trading guru. Please back test yourself. Any trading strategies, don't trust anybody. If anything I've learned from the past couple of months by backtesting and looking into leaderboards and things like that, and nobody can be tested. Don't even trust me. Please backtest your own trading strategies. And also, fake profiles are a total nightmare at the moment in this bear market. I mean, I had a message, I think, from William today saying that somebody was faking to be Vlad, asking for money from people to set up their bots. So please be careful. Not only myself, but any other members in the group may have fake profiles. We do our best to remove them, but some of them manage to get through. Welcome to everybody. As normal, as I say always, please, as I said a minute ago, please do not hesitate in the slightest to interrupt. I'm here to answer any questions as I go along. Just got back personally from Singapore. It was an event. There was a couple of events on. There was one by OKX. Lots of crypto events going on in Singapore at the moment. So I took the opportunity to go to some of these events. There was the 2048, I think it is called, event, which I didn't manage to get to. And there was a buy bet event and all of those kind of things. Met some really cool people. It was nice to hang out with other people that had the same interest as us guys. But yeah, general consensus of that sort of place. Sorry. Oh no, I was just checking to see what that slide was. Yeah. So it was good. It was nice to meet people out there. There was very much. There was a lot of YouTubers out there, and people, affiliate marketers, and things like that. The actual profitable traders, I think, like the market were few and very few, and there wasn't that many out there. I met a couple of interesting guys. A guy called John. His Twitter handle. Let me try and find his Twitter handle. So these are the profitable traders. If anybody wants to, that I've spoke to. John. Let me have a look. I think he just posted. There it
Don't
is.
trust anybody,
Nuke.
yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. Don't trust anybody, even the people that I've found to be profitable. Uh, Obviously, do the back testing on them as well. Well, back test, or you can back test, but yeah, but just be careful. So, John works for Nuke. Well, no, has a handle called Nuke Capital. Nuke Capital. Let me try and find it on Twitter. Let's have a look. Spelled. Yeah, Nuke Capital. It's just Nuke Capital. Very pleasant guy, and seemed to be one of the only profitable traders out there that I met. There was a lot of copy traders out there, and as I expected, a lot of them said uh, weren't as profitable as they look on leaderboards and things like that. So that you always have to be careful of, which I kind of expected after speaking about it with about Leader Trade, the product that I was doing to backtest people and things like that. But John is a guy who, like I said, he has a Twitter feed where he just posts his tweets, and he wasn't invited as a YouTuber. He was invited as a trader. So I'll go and have a look at his Twitter. That was one that was more profitable out of all of them. Other than that, there was lots of great products out there, but which kind of confirmed the products that we're building here. Made me quite proud of what we managed to build in the 18-20 months that we've been building products with Daviddtech. There's a guy out there that have a couple of companies out there that are building a forward testing platform. called this. Let me have a look over here. I should have pulled these all up. This is silly of me not doing it, but I should have. But anyway, let me pull all these up. This was it. Coin Marketing Man. Extremely pleasant people. They build. It's a trading journal. It's not a forward testing. It doesn't work with automation or anything like that. Although it does say automated. What it does is it downloads your results from Bybit. So you have to connect your Bybit account or an OKX account. But the guys have an extremely nice office in the middle of London and 10 employees. So looks to be a very authentic product. These were the kind of guys that I really enjoyed meeting because they're building products and things that we're also kind of building as well. So it was nice to meet them, share ideas with each other. Nobody really felt like we were in big competition with each other or anything like that. So it's nice to share ideas with them. Very pleasant, like I said, and a tool that if we didn't have our own forward testing platform in Daviddtech would be something that I'd look into. So they go through your they use several tools. They do audits of your accounts, so that if you want to publish an audit of your account for copy trading or whatever, they can do a third party audit. Otherwise, they just literally give you your win rate, as you can see in the corner over here, very much like the Daviddtech forward testing platform, incubate.trade. So they were very, very nice. Have great software. If anybody wants to go and have a look at it, it's coinmarketman.com. Yeah. Other than that, met a couple of other software developers. There was another one called what was his name? Let me just bear me 2 seconds. I met a lot of people, so it's kind of hard to remember. There's Flood, which is a lot of people know from Twitter. He's building a platform called InSilico. InSilico dot. No, InSilico terminal, which is very, very nice as a terminal for anybody who's looking to manually trade. Something that's missing from Trigger Trade is if you have large orders. Now, that is manual as well. It doesn't work directly from TradingView. But if you have large orders, it allows you to cut up your orders into smaller orders and makes faster orders than actually Bybit does when using the Bybit website. So yeah, interesting as well. It was this one here, InSilico.
But David, that's something
Yeah.
that we already talk about for a long time.
Yes, absolutely. Made me thought of you as well, Marco. When we were talking about it, very much made me thought of what we spoke about for a long time. Yeah, I tried to listen to all the input and didn't write them down, but I certainly think it's something that needs to be part of Trigger Trade as well in the future.
William knows it, but
Yes, I know
I
he
don't
does.
know
Yes, yeah.
if it's a priority or not.
It has become now. Yes, without a doubt. Yes,
Yeah.
it's priority. Like I said, I've been building these products for 2 years. It's sometimes a bit hard to be in one's office by themselves, even though I have the wonderful community around me and things like that. But I get lots of ideas. I don't know which ones to validate. And when you talk to other companies that are doing the same thing, you kind of go, okay, we've actually been doing this for 2 years. Our product makes faster trades. It has these features as well. So we're obviously doing the right things. We just need to push them to finish up the features that haven't been finished, and yeah, and validate the ideas as such. And these kind of talking to these people kind of helped me validate some of the ideas, like you said. You've been talking for a long time about the order size, and maybe I need to build some kind of terminal for it. Maybe I need to build some other things so that it makes it a little bit more understandable. But we actually have the software inside of Daviddtech included in the platform, so why not continue working on it and making it better? They just help to validate the ideas as such. Yeah. So that was there. This is William's article. Yeah, so that was another guy. Ideas for people like for copy trading and things like that. Kind of just like I said, validated the what we've been talking about for the past month of copy traders have an alternative motive. You just have to be extremely careful. If you don't know what's behind the code, if you don't know what's behind the actual trading strategy that you're trading, it's most probably just a way of gaining fees. So you need to be very careful with those kind of things. Everybody was extremely pleasant. I never met anybody that openly said, "Oh, I'm just going to take fees." That not in the slightest. It's just yeah, you're just a general feeling that you just that there is money to be had as copy traders as such. That was really it. I went to a nice gala. We had a nice meal. It was very nice meeting a lot of people. Trading strategies themselves. A lot of people seem to be making money out of. Oh no, I do have one other piece of information. If anybody's manual trading, apparently a lot of people are using smart money at the moment. Apparently, the trader that's making people the most money manually is Chart Champions. Champs. That's it there. Chart Champions. I'm part of this and have been for a long time, a member of their websites, but haven't been there for a long time. I met this guy and kind of some insider information that this guy is being the guy that's made the most profitable traders on TradingView. So if you're looking to be a manual trader and you want to be part of the profitable guys, I guess it'll be a good idea to follow Daniel here from Chart Champions. He
Not blocked.
very sorry.
You are not blocked by them.
No, I was at one point. Yeah, a long time
Yes.
ago. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yes, because I did a back test on them. But I spoke to him and he laughed and we both spoke for a little bit. Yeah, very pleasant guy. He also, after I got blocked, left me a nice comment on my website as well. So a long time ago. So but this was not information from him himself. He didn't come up to me and say, "Oh, I've made the." It was kind of insider information from some of the statistic guys from Bybit. So he has made the most profitable traders. Now he doesn't have a humongous private group, but he's the one that's made the most profitable traders so far, apparently.
We have one
So
strategy based on his ideas. Huh?
yes, we do. We do indeed, and I will be also trying to backtest some more in the future. Uh, he's very much into Fibonacci, the golden pocket. When you look at the ABC strategy that I posted not long ago, let's go to Trading View. He's very much into sort of the golden pocket. Let's close that if I can remember rightly. Yeah, this here.
But
Uh,
a lot of S&T strategies are doing that. Huh?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Uh, he starts on a higher time frame, comes down, looks for golden pockets, and literally looks uh, for for a retest of a golden pocket or a take profit a golden pocket or whatever the entry is. He trades ranges very much. Yes, so it's simple, but it seems like the simplicity is the thing that's made him very profitable. And it's not the memberships that made him profitable; it's the traders that he teaches who are profitable. So something interesting there.
But it's still multi-time frame.
Yeah, he does go multi time frame. He does go multi time frame. Yeah, I guess so. I have found person where in the boilerplate that ways of working around the multi time frame problems we had. They're not perfect, not
Yeah.
in the slightest. Yeah, but like I said, they're not perfect. An ABC pattern, there is no chance in the world that I'll be able to properly backtest on multi time frames, I don't think, because it uses pivots, and then pivots use look back periods, and I'm sure that that wouldn't work very well. But I'm sure we can try and find some kind of alternative way of backtesting it, or looking into it, and maybe just looking at alternative methods or ways of working out when a range is there, or using maybe a channel or something, and then using the Fibonacci's for the take profits like he does, or the rejection zone as such.
Yeah, but then
But
you
but
can look into the support and demand or the order blocks again.
yeah,
It will work.
absolutely. Like he said, I think it was him I was talking to. His trading strategies, although not called smart money, are very much the same sort of smart money. He just looks into support and resistance, and which is now called, which is now order blocks as such. It's very much just different words for different things as such. And yeah, and he uses, like I said, his golden pocket very much of the 618 to the, well, I think it's the 0.66 that he uses for the golden pocket. Uh, it's definitely worth backtesting. Definitely worth backtesting and trying. If he creates the best traders on Bybit, well, that means that there's something there that we should be looking at. And Red just put a
See
trading
that he
strategy.
delivers the best traders.
He delivers the best traders, the best after anybody, not anybody, because there's obviously lots of people that just give up. But he has the most profitable traders in his groups, uh, due to obviously
Based
his
on his own
education.
words.
Sorry?
Based on his own words or based on
No,
yours.
it wasn't his own words. It wasn't his own words. I spoke to him, said hello to him, spoke to him for a little bit about his comment on my channel and things like that, and just joked with him. But that was insider information, what I'm talking about, not his information. It was information from people that work in the statistics areas of Bybet.
Okay, because I expect Bybit can't see who is a member of Chart Champions, for example.
I should imagine that the way that they've managed to do it is through his affiliate codes or something like that,
Yeah, I
or
don't know.
his
It will
partnership
be difficult,
codes.
probably. Yeah.
Sorry?
Will be probably difficult to track that, or
They know a
they
lot
must
more
use
about.
cookies or something like that, trackers. But I'm not sure.
They know a
Yeah,
lot more about you than you think they know about you. I'm sure.
yeah, probably. Yeah.
I mean, it's they know who the profitable traders are and who they're working with. You can also look at the competitions that everybody joins, the
Mhm.
World Series competitions and things like that. What groups they're part of. There's also, like I said, the affiliate codes that people click on that allow Bybit to be able to put us into groups as
Mm-hmm.
such,
Yes.
that kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, so for the future of Daviddtech, what I've been kind of working on while I've been away and had the developers working on, mainly the optimizer. I've been trying to make sure the optimizer is a priority at the moment because it had a bit of a bad time just before going. Been trying to make it so that we uh, implement the changes that we've been talking about, adding a better way of doing the forward testing. This will be here, the forward testing, not the forward testing, sorry, the in sample and out sample back testing. I'm going to spend some time doing more videos about the optimizer because I do believe that it is the tool of the group, that is something original, exceptional, and good. That we've spent a lot of time building it. We shouldn't let it fall beside the wayside. So I'm going to work on improving the optimizer. Uh, so a couple of things
David,
I've yes, yeah.
how far are you with the in and out and sample data function?
Right. So before we had the problems, I kind of coded some of the things that we spoke about, the top 10 and things like that.
Mhm.
into a top 10, no, a top range of results in
Yeah,
about
an X number.
sort yeah, X number. Yeah, that's yeah, right. So that code I have in a bucket, it doesn't work directly with the version that we have at the moment because I had problems trying to get it validated by Google. Nothing to do with the in and out of sample. It was just to do with me recoding it, and they didn't like the way that I obscured one the code. Two, I also went to the website to download the I don't even know why they really didn't like it because some of the features I've managed to get through anyway. They were features, they weren't things like trying to track anybody or anything like that. I mean, the worst thing I ever do is open my YouTube channel when people when you install it. The idea behind that was actually to open a YouTube video which explained the optimizer, but I never really got round to it. I just recorded the video for it, so it probably will open that video in the future. So back to the in and out of sample. I have the code, I have the snippet of the code. I just have to adapt it to the new version of the optimizer, and then I'll push it through for validation with Google. There's a couple of other things that I'm trying to get to work as well. Some of them are outside. We have the Daviddtech settings in the settings area up the top there. I've changed the. Let me try and find it on my screen so that everybody can see what I'm talking about here. Yeah, I'm trying to separate them into other rooms. Well, trying to. I am separating them into other rooms. Currently, over here, we have optimizer results. I'm trying to set these into several rooms so they'll be,
We don't
they
see
will,
anything.
oh, you can't see anything. Right, okay. All I'm doing is showing, let me try and share the screen instead. Change window, screen. Thank you very much, Marco.
Okay.
Man, back over here, that's the one there. No, I want screen, not application. Screen. Okay, good. Right, go live. Okay, so it's the optimizer room here on the corner over here, which we have, which gives us sort of like settings of people that are happy to share. Uh, the optimizer results I'm trying to separate into several rooms. Trying, like I said, am separating them into separate rooms. One for Daviddtech only strategies. This is what we spoke about, I think, just before leaving. Daviddtech strategies only. So you'll have a room with just Daviddtech strategies in there and best settings. Also, trying to filter out the bad results. So you'll still have the optimizer results with all of them on, but then I'll have another room which shares filtered results, for example. So you'll be able to have anything that has a minus in the profit all will no longer be in that room because they're considered as negative. So there's no point in them being in the room. Like I said, there will still be the optimizer results room for anybody who wants to go scroll through. I'm not removing anything. I'm just offering some other filters. And then I'll add more rooms as we go along, as people come up with ideas. They're the two that I've managed to sort of code into the Python script that fetches the data at the moment, and I'll continue adding further ones.
David.
Other things that I'm adding, other than the oh, where's my mouse gone? Over there. Other than the in and out of sample data, uh, currently we're using a simple if-else statement to find best settings. I'm trying to build a ChatGPT upload with a LangChain. To be able to upload your Excel spreadsheet and for ChatGPT to do a bit of an analysis on it, to analyze it, sorry, to give you what it considers as the best settings. I was playing around with ChatGPT about 3 weeks ago and asked it to analyze. I think it was something like best settings or something like that. I can't remember. Oh no, it was to do with leaderboard. I was asking leader trade. Sorry, I was asking it to analyze a trader's positions and whether it would be something that it would follow. As a general text and without any context, it did an absolute terrible job. So I trained it a little bit with just prompts, and it started to come out with some really interesting results on why it wouldn't follow the trader because of the drawdown, maybe, and things like that. And it just gave really good answers. So what I'm trying to do at the moment is train a kind of an optimizer bot with ChatGPT to allow us to upload an Excel spreadsheet and for it to choose a row from that Excel spreadsheet and give us reasons why it's chosen that row. Uh, may not be perfect, but it's a different way of looking at things, and it's also a way of implementing AI into it, which we could improve as we go along. Uh, yeah, and it will draw you a nice graph so you can see it visually and things like that as well. So something that I'm currently working on inside the optimizer at the moment. Yeah, so like I said, the optimizer is priority at the moment. As I
Yes, yes,
said,
yes.
yes, yes, yes.
Right.
Absolutely. If I ever come off of the optimizer, please shout at me. I do know that it's valuable. I know that it's one of the best products we've made in Daviddtech. One of the better ones, anyway. I think they all have their own value, but yeah, the optimizer is a good product. I think that the adding features is a good idea.
Yeah, this is now priority when we are having the elite backtesters group. It can, when we add a few features like we discussed and
Yes,
are going to discuss, it will help so many people.
absolutely.
The market will be for us.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so as well. I think that the periods where we don't get, it's not banned from trading view, but when they change their UIs, if they don't change them that often, we kind of just leave it and it doesn't get many updates. So when there's a new UI update, it all brings it back to our attention, and I continue to make it better. I need to continue weekly making it better. Maybe do some kind of like chat like we're doing now, just going through the updates and getting any feedback maybe of how I can improve it, because although I use it personally, uh, I don't have all the solutions. You guys use it maybe in different ways, and yeah, I can improve it to make it better for anybody with ideas. I've seen that there's a couple of other ideas in another room that I need to look at and see how I can implement them as well. So yeah.
David, I had talked yesterday with a member.
Yes.
Is it possible, for example, to upload the CSV backtest file with the rows that were manually selected? Like we have 8K results, 8K rows.
Yes.
We make a selection and keep 30 rows that we want to check how they perform for the last 6 months. Because we often leave out the last 6 months, we have so we need less incubation time.
Okay.
Will there be an option that when we upload those 30 results, that it open new windows or tabs with those settings so we can see how the equity curve will look, including the last 6 months?
Uh, I
Whatever
think
period.
that I think opening a lot of tabs with TradingView won't work. This is just my first sort of thought. I'm thinking that it might not work. There is a way that I can do it. Is I can manually screenshot them and then put them all into one like long PDF or a web view or something like that, so that you can see them all in one place. That could be possible. Opening lots of tabs, I'm not sure wouldn't get us banned very regularly on TradingView.
Or that we select one or click on a link, for example, that it open then manually a screen because the equity curve is so important.
Yeah, of course,
And
yeah.
now we need to make 30 separate CSV files to see
Yes.
how all those settings look. And that's really a point that needs to be improved. And that's what I want to talk with you about.
Great idea.
Sometimes
Yes,
it are
great.
not 30 results, but it can be more. And it's like the in and out sample feature, but then you can do it for period you personally like and not the fixed 2020 50-50.
Totally, yeah.
But yeah, we need to see the equity curve, and
Yeah.
that is really time consuming, creating all those CSV files and uploading, checking, etc.
Totally agree. Totally agree. Like I said, I think a screenshot of the equity curve would be possible as it's recorded for those 30 results. We could do a screenshot and maybe the name of the settings above or something like that, and put it into a web view. Opening lots of tabs may be a bit hard. I'll obviously give it a go, but maybe hard on Trading View, and I'm not sure that it won't get us banned. But yeah, totally agree with it, Marco. Great idea. I will
Thanks to
write it
Philip.
down. Sorry?
Thanks to Philip.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for Philip. Thank you, Philip. That's great. So I will. I'll write it down. Just spare me 2 seconds, guys. I'm just going to write it down because
Yes. Really important feature.
scrolling through the videos to try and remember what I've done is almost as annoying as having to go through and look at all the equity curves. So we had equity curve.
I will create a
Maybe.
to-do list for you.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Thank you very much. 30 upload of a CV as an example. Then we could get all of the
Example,
equity.
sometimes it can be more, sometimes less.
Yeah, whatever's left in that area. And then we'll do an equity curve screenshot or some other way of looking so we can put them all in one place. And then maybe a link. Okay, cool. So I've got, okay. So it'd be an in and out of sample test, in, out, sample, test.
And it
Okay.
will really be great.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I think that the actual upload of the settings that you choose to retest on should be quite easy, and then retest on a time that should be quite easy, and then I just have to work out a way of recording the equity curves so that we can see them.
And then when you get the in and out of sample data working with 50/50, like you standard have in the optimizer, when we get that feature also for the CSV files that we CSV file with 30 rows upload, that will be great when those 30 can be not only show a screenshot, but only can show, for example, the figures or keep the or get the statistics in a CSV file.
Yeah.
For the
Okay.
last
Right.
period.
Okay. Right. Okay. I've written it down. I will come up with some kind of idea for the sort of like beta idea, and then I will work out a way of doing it, Marco. No problem whatsoever. It
And
sounds
we
great.
can discuss later, no problem.
Yeah. Totally. Love to continue. So yeah. So
then-
the optimizer is definitely a priority for the future. It's a great tool. It seems like TradingView has become a little less interested as such in it. They don't cause so many problems with it, so hopefully it'll be good to continue.
Some people use 20 to 20 windows.
Yeah, this is one thing that I've said in I've got a YouTube video coming out for the optimizer on Friday. Just going through it very quickly, going through all of the new kind of the new updates. They're not really that new because they've been around for a long time, but this video that's on the screen here, you still have to upload the Excel spreadsheets and all that. So I've redone it and said to everybody that don't open 30 windows, it doesn't work.
Coming back to the optimized results channel.
Yes.
I suggested it earlier, but please note
draw
also
down.
make some. Yeah, it can be. Or the suggestions are change net profit to net profit percentage, max drawdown to max drawdown percentage.
Yeah.
Now those statistics means nothing.
Oops, dear. Sorry about this. Just dropped my pen. There we go. Oh, blimey, just put my ear in my coffee. That was nice. Right. Yeah. So we use percentages instead. Yeah, I was looking through them myself as well, Marco, this week, and then I agree. There's lots of numbers, and not really. They don't make that much sense. So although they are the best settings found, they still need to be maybe percentages for max drawdown and the net profit in percentage.
And maybe I don't know if it can be useful to add the days or weeks for the period it is tested for. Not sure if it can be useful, but
yeah. I'm not sure that I can
Some
do.
people test 1 minute and then it's only 2 months or something like that.
Okay, yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, yes, that would have to be the actual Sharp ratio and all of that. Oh no, sorry, the percentage I'll probably be able to do without actually updating the optimizer, but the period, the first trade that made, for example, I
Yeah,
could
that
probably
can also
pull.
be yeah.
Yeah, I could probably pull that information down in the next update. So I'll see if I can do it because I'm not sure. Well, I'm sure I can do it, but I'll see how long it takes to develop, and it may be in the next one, maybe in the one after. First
And
date.
check why we can't replicate the results.
Yeah, I think that it must be the. I think that this is where like the first date will help us to see because I've tested a couple. I was with Vlad online the other day. We tested a couple, and some of them work absolutely perfectly, and some of them don't. So I think that it's probably to do with the package that people are using. So I need to work out a way, like you just said, for the first date, so that we can see whether their packages are the free package on TradingView and don't have as much data, and maybe that's why.
Yeah, that can be because I tested 10 or 20 with very
Yeah.
good Sharp ratios, but I couldn't get the results that the statistics were showed.
Yeah, yeah, there was a couple on there as well. I'm not saying that all of them were, definitely not. Far from being the truth, but I do believe that I think that it must be that. I can't see what else it would be. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe another thing to think of is for me to send the chart pattern. Maybe people are using Ikenashi whilst
This can be can also be. Yeah.
so that could be another sort of validation that we could use, not Hakeneshi patterns, and maybe a room where it has no Hakeneshi patterns in there. That could be the
Yes.
problem. That could be one of the problems because
Yeah.
I mean, I was
Indeed.
looking at a chart earlier that was posted to me, and it looked absolutely brilliant, and it took me about 15 minutes to realize it was on Hakeneshi. So that could be
Okay.
one of the reasons.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've
And
got the
other
first date
ID.
traded. The type of chart, which is HA or normal candles or whatever. So first date to work out the number of dates, and then we've got type of channel candles. There was one other thing that I can't remember. Yeah.
David.
Cool.
And maybe also create an Excel sheet where you input or scrape all results that you have in Discord for the Daviddtech strategies with good
Yeah.
net profit and a link to the CSV file. We much more easily can look to potential settings.
Yeah.
You had that in the past.
We did,
It
yes,
were
but
very big files.
yes.
But it will help to search much more easier through the results.
Yes, I did have it before. The problem being, I did it through an SQL database before. The problem being was the speed, and I just couldn't get it to go
Okay.
faster. Uh, and the price of a database to have all of these results pulled into them was just enormous. Like I said, I had it
Okay.
before. If if I can try and speak to I don't know how I honestly I tried and I just don't know how to make it work. I'll try and find some other developers and see if I can find other ways to talk about other database models and things like that. It's just the sheer size of it is so big that it's almost impossible for. But it's not almost impossible because Google managed to do it with all of their results. But I don't
Yeah.
know how the knowledge of looking through that kind of database size. I'll see if I can find somebody else to talk about databases and see how we can improve or make a faster database.
Yeah, or you must make a separate channel, but we must not have too much channels.
Yeah,
like only results with a sharp ratio above 1 or 0.5 or whatever.
yeah. There may be something that I could do. I've become quite good at making Discord bots, Fibonacci, and all of that kind of thing recently because I've done a lot of them for in the past. Maybe I can try and look to see if I can build some kind of bot so that we can have more search power inside inside the community. So, for instance, not sure how possible it would be, so I have to have a look. But maybe I could build a bot that allows us to search for Daviddtech strategies that have a sharp ratio above of whatever or something like that, and the bot will search through everything inside of Discord to try and find it. It may be possible. It may not be. I'll have a look.
Great, thanks.
No problem.
David.
Yeah, Scope. How you going, mate?
All right, mate. Not bad. Just a
Yeah,
quick one. I'm not going to like obviously keep it too long. But you've got an old strategy called fake out breakout, haven't
yeah,
you? What's the if you don't mind me asking, if you've just got like a minute or so just to tell me, because I'm just like I'm working on something new now,
yeah.
and obviously I think it's all to do with like fake outs, breakouts.
Okay.
What how is your fake out breakout? How is it? How does it look? Or how's it coded like? You know, how's it?
It was it was a really, really long time ago, Scope, so I
I know,
really
yeah.
don't remember. I'll have a look in the code, no problem, and I'll explain it to you, no problem whatsoever. Uh,
Right.
yeah, no problem, no problem.
Yeah, I'm just working on something new now, and I'm
Yeah,
watching.
somebody said that you've started your own thingy, mate. Oh yeah, is that good? Right?
Start my own what? Sorry.
YouTube channel or something? No?
No. I
Oh,
said no. I hadn't started.
oh,
I'm just
somebody said to
literally.
me. I thought I tried to have a look to see if I could find it in Singapore. I was looking to be your number one fan.
No,
Thought
I
it
haven't yet.
didn't seem
But
me messy. I thought, oh no, what? I want
I've
to be the first
literally,
subscriber.
I've literally I've just got all my setup sorted back and back.
Oh, great.
So I'm ready to make some new videos and that.
Send me a message.
Um,
Make sure I'm the first. I want to be the first subscriber.
yeah. So, but I'm working on something at the minute, and while I'm listening in, I'm on 1 minute BTC,
Okay.
and it works pretty well. To
So
be
you're
fair.
back to Bitcoin, back to crypto.
No, well, I'm just testing it on 1 minute
Okay.
1 minute BTC, and results are well. I'm just
Uh,
literally doing live trading now, and the results are like decent. I've only had like
oh, cool.
five trades. Like I've only been doing it for the last like 2 hours. I've learned all about it already. And
Cool.
it's took me like a few days, but I'm just literally live doing it now after I've learned everything and it seems to be all right. Obviously, there's obviously criteria to get in and that, but that's why I wanted to know how your thing is. I might just load your strategy onto my trading view and have a look. Have a look at
Okay,
it.
cool. Well, I'll have a look to see. I'll see if I can find the code to help you out, mate. No problem whatsoever.
Yeah, all right, thank you.
Yeah. Scopes is back in BTC. That means that the ball runs back on, boys.
Well,
He's our leading indicator. When
I've had
Scope comes back from it, 4x.
I've had I'm on.
Sorry, cut off Scope. Oh,
I'm in 1 minute chart on BTC. In the last hour, I've had
yeah.
5 shorts. I've had
Ah,
5 shorts, and three haven't met the criteria, and 2 have, and they've both won. So
oh, cool.
yeah,
That's
it's
good.
obviously I need more trades. Like,
Yeah,
but
1 minute. 1 minute's hard, obviously, but
yeah,
yeah, that's good. Yeah, that is cool.
it's
Fantastic.
brilliant how to work it out. I've never worked it out like this before, but
That's cool, mate. Well done. That's great.
mm,
If you don't mind sending me some screenshots, I'd love to see it.
yeah, I'll send you some, mate. Definitely WhatsApp.
Cool.
All right, mate.
Fantastic. Right, so back to the optimizer very quickly. There's a couple of fake optimizers out there. Be careful as well because they may be riddled with viruses or God knows what else. You never know what you're downloading. If you don't download it from the Chrome store, yeah, please be careful because, like I said, when you install these things onto your Chrome, if you go through the validation period, validation sort of process of Google, they go through all of your code to make sure that you're not trying to access other people's information. But if you have your MetaMask and a fake optimizer in the top corner up there, and you have MetaMask open, there is no reason that that fake like optimizer can't have access to your MetaMask. So be very, very careful. Go through the official ways of going through Chrome.webstore because you never know. You never know. And I don't want to panic anybody or anything like that, but you don't know. Even like I said, don't even trust me. Let it go through Google. Google check my code to make sure that it's all legit. So yeah. Okay, the boilerplate. The boiler. Sorry.
Even a big Discord communities also uploaded them to Chrome.
Yeah, yeah. There's a couple of
Logo Pro,
Discord.
something like that.
I don't know. There's a couple of there's a couple of other ones. What my optimizer you mean, or just
Yeah.
an optimizer? Yeah, I know that. I don't really have that much of a problem if it goes through Google as such and gets validated. The only thing that I'm worried about is if like somebody goes through, uploads it to somebody else, and they see my name on it, and it because it's not gone through the official way of Google and they get access to your MetaMask, people are going to think it's me, and I don't want that happening. So that's why I say it in every stream now. So the other guys that have uploaded it, like I said last time, people that still aren't going to win, are they? I mean, they don't know what's inside the optimizer. They don't know how to debug it when it goes all skew whiff and things like that. So makes no difference. Whatever. We're going to win. Anyway, the boilerplate still updating for the forex and stocks. No real updates there yet. I haven't made much of an update for that. Yeah, just updating them little by little, and I'll release that to everybody as soon as possible. Trigger Trade was another tool that there was a couple of trigger trades out in Singapore, and it's where you realize the value of the community and all of the input that you guys have been giving me since the beginning about trigger trade and debugging it with William and things like that. Yeah, it's a really cool product. We have 0.6%, 0.6 milliseconds entry. Loads of people were boasting about their 15 second. Well, a couple of people were talking about 2-second entries and really quite happy with their 2-second entries. And we've built this tool that has given us much better entries than most of those. Speed. I was speaking to a guy who was one of the big brains out there, and he told me how important speed is, and it's where you realize how important speed is to everybody in crypto marketing, markets. There's a couple of things that I will be working on in the future with William. Like I said last time, we're going to make the integration with Bybit absolutely perfect. I want to be able to add the breakup of large positions that can't get entries into smaller entries, so that they actually don't suffer so much from slippage and things like that. There's a couple of those kind of features. We're going to be integrating a bit better into other exchanges and things like that. Yeah, that was really it. Oh, I have got a couple of forex partners going to be phoning up. It's the end of next week, I believe, if I remember rightly. So maybe there'll be some kind of future for trigger trade in forex partners. We'll
What's
see.
that, brokers?
Yeah, brokers. Yeah,
What-
brokers. Yeah.
Well, what do you mean, David? Integration with MetaTrader?
Integration with MetaTrader. William's been working hard at that recently. Honestly, I said to William earlier, he would probably be laughing behind his mic. I said, "Why have you
I'm
done
not
that?"
laughing, I'm just smiling.
Yeah, he's smiling. Why have you done that? I don't understand. I have a crypto brain, and William's been working extremely hard at building kind of a plugin so that we can work with MetaTrader as well.
How do you mean?
Yeah, well,
Do you
sorry.
like Pine Connector alternative?
Yeah, Pine Connector alternative. Yeah, so that you can use it. There's lots of research to be done on it because I've been told that you have to have to almost become your own broker. There's lots of things that I need to research with William about it, so we'll see as we go along. I have appointments, like I've said, with a couple of brokers to integrate directly into Trigger Trade. We'll see what happens there as well. I can't promise anything because I haven't had the appointments yet, and I don't know what they're going to be proposing. Nothing to do with the affiliate commission. I don't care about the affiliate commission. It's the whether or not it's possible for our infrastructure to be able to integrate it or not. Uh, yeah, it's whether it's possible or not. Not for cost, not for anything else. Just whether the code can be adapted to it. Whether it's something that can be done for us and our community. I hope it will be. That's why I've taken the appointments.
I remember beginning of last year, I was telling you to. We were speaking. Me and you were speaking about being your own broker.
Yeah, I don't think I want to be there. When you see what you've got, when you see what Bybit is, yeah, I suppose it's crypto. When you see what you've got organized as a broker, I don't want to become my own broker. I can imagine the work that it is for. I think it's better to become the tools that integrate well, it's probably much more profitable to become a broker, but not my thing. I think it'll be something that, yeah, stress me out way too much.
Come on, David.
Yeah, come on,
No,
David. No.
we could share all money
Uh,
together.
I
It'd be
did.
all right.
Yeah.
Be able to go to
I
Singapore
remember the
every
days when I was saying
weekend.
yeah. Oh no. I mean, I remember the days when everybody was saying to me, David, set up a bot, and I said, no, I don't want to do that. And now we have a bot, so maybe you never know, eh?
Yeah. There's always time.
Yeah. Incubate.trade, I spoke about earlier, there was guys out there selling their incubate.trade. Will be launched hopefully by the end of next week. It's all pretty much finished. It is finished. I'm just testing it at the moment. Yeah, and these guys are charging $80 to $90 just for an incubate.trade, and seem to have quite a few customers. So it's another tool that we have inside of Daviddtech, which I hope will be value to everybody. Won't be perfect at first. It should record without any problems or anything like that. But there may be some kind of statistics that you guys want me to add and things like that, which I will do as we grow together. Leader.trade was the absolute, like, the cherry on the top of the cake there. I mean, every time that I spoke about Leader.trade, like, eyes opened and everybody was like, wow, that's amazing what we've managed to do. I never saw the value in the amount of data that I've managed to acquire over the past year, and as soon as I was talking to, like I said, these are very intelligent people, much more than me, way more than me, looking at Telegram signals that I was given as an example, uh, and they were like extremely impressed. I was invited to go to New York to present it and things like that to companies, which I won't be doing. Yeah, so obviously there's a lot of value in this trading bot thing that I'm building. The actual copybot trade thing there is now finished, and I got back yesterday. I will be releasing it very, very shortly for everybody to be able to test this website with the copy trade. The sniper bot and all of those kind of things will be released one by one afterwards, just after testing and things like that. So I think the real value is in the copy trade thing. So
Was there anybody at Singapore who already were like knew about your trade or anything?
about leader trade or about me?
Well, about you and Leader Trade, really. Did you
Okay, I met a couple of
knew
people that
about it?
knew us. There was a lot of scouts out there trying to pull us in and things like that. It's a very much Wall Street sort of attitude. I was offered many kinds of services that I've never been offered before in my life, and had to walk away from. Yeah, very strange situations, but funny to see. But so some people did know us. Nobody really knew about the leader trade, and like I said, when I presented it to people, they the amount of data that we've acquired as a group and things like that, they were pretty impressed. So I think, and like I said, these were the guys that had products which were amazing, and just to be impressed by our copy trading platform is cool. So I think there's a lot of value in it. Yeah, so I was invited to go to New York, and yeah, there's neither here nor there. It's going to be released next week for you guys, so you can be able to test it. It'll be as I promised, it'll be the Telegram group first, so you'll be able to choose which traders you follow, and then you'll be able to get a Telegram alert for those traders. That'll be the first stage of testing. But testing, it's been tested, but yeah, you know what I mean. Will be first the stage of the app, and then afterwards we'll be able to integrate it so it automatically trades through Bybit or others. You also get access to this website, so you'll be able to see all of the stats in real time on how they're performing. And yeah, that's really very much it from Singapore. It was fun. I enjoyed it. There was lots of great information, and hopefully, and validation of ideas as such. And
David,
I'd hope, yes.
can we easily become a copy trader?
Can you become a copy trader for?
Yeah, or other members from the channel?
Do you so with your trading strategies as such?
Yeah, for example.
Uh, personally, I think if you wanted to do that, you'll be probably best to contact directly Bybit or whoever, because you would obviously want to take a percentage of each trade, and I think that there'll be more profit in that for you as a copy trader, as this platform kind of removes the profit for the copy trader, because we're scraping the results without having to go through Binance or Bybit systems. I hope you see what I mean. But if you
Yeah,
want to just
but
give signals,
when we want to place trades to
yes,
a copy trading account, not possible
yes,
if I'm right with Trigger. Is that correct?
with signals, yeah, web hooks.
Yeah.
Oh,
With our normal accounts, we can't be a copy trader, if I'm right.
no,
Need to
yeah,
set up something specific.
yeah, with Bybit, you have to have a good record. You have to have been a good
Okay.
trader for a long while, and it's generally them that reach out to you to become a copy trader. If you're using their webhooks, they do have a way of actually trading webhooks, but it doesn't work through the API system. You have to use their webhook, and they put a little a sticker on the side. And the problem with their webhook, which I have asked their teams to sort out, is that you can't change things like leverage. So you wouldn't be able to use dynamic leverage. You wouldn't be able to use position sizing and things like that. So I've spoken to their team and said that it would be a good idea to add it for the future.
Okay. You said you have to have a good tracker record. But on the other
Yes.
side, you say there's so much shit between everything you scrape.
I think
How is that
it's kind
possible?
of a yeah. I think that it's a luck of draw. I think you have to have a good track record. Uh, I think you have to have a good. You get into the leaderboard as such. When you get into the leaderboard with any of the exchanges, I think that's when they decide to contact you. Uh, yeah, but there's so much shit out there. I honestly don't know the process of how they contact you, because they've never contacted me as a copy trader. I have no copy trading accounts. I was I was invited to their gala because I think that we're probably the biggest algo trading group out there. It certainly isn't because of my affiliate account, because that is rubbish. Well, rubbish. No, it's not rubbish. That sounds rude, but it's not good in comparison to the other guys that are there. I think it's because we're the only algo trading group that's out there, and Bybit are trying to improve their algo trading side as such. Yeah, for copy traders, I honestly don't know the process of becoming a copy trader on Bybit. I think, like I said, they reach out to you.
you very much.
I will
Yeah,
looking on
I can
copy.
ask though, Marco. I do have. Oh, sorry, Scopes. You know, sorry.
No, I don't know. But I was looking on theirs yesterday, on last night, late last night, on Bybits. Obviously, you can only do it on your normal account, you know, your main account.
Yeah.
Cope, we can't almost hear you. Can you
Can you hear me now?
speak more
I
to
said I
the
was looking.
microphone?
I was looking. I was looking yesterday, last night on it, and you can only do it on your main account. But like, you have to. I apply. Well, I was going to apply for it, and it said that that you have to go through a process, and they contact you if they're going to let you or not. But looking on some of their people, they the I don't know how to put it. Some of the people, like, it's like, you know, when you something's too good to be true, and everyone says it
Yeah.
normally is. Well, when you see some of their, like, it says on there like what they've give back to people who copy in and that, and how much
Yeah.
they've made, and and they've got like 100% win rate, you know, and it's like nearly every single one of them have got like 100% win rate. It's like, can anybody? I I I don't think anybody can get a 100% win rate. Me,
No. 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 No.
how
No.
how the
Absolutely.
bloody hell are you going to get 100% win rate with like £150,000 profit in the last 7 days?
No
How does
stop
that?
loss
No.
scopes. They don't use
No
stop
stop loss.
losses.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they've got like 150 grand. Like, they've made 150 grand in 7 days.
Well,
It took me a year to make that. You know what I mean? Well, it took me over a year to make that. You know,
only a year.
yeah,
But
well,
a lot of
you know
these
what I mean,
aren't.
though, don't you? It's like
Yeah.
when I looked on it, and I said, like, I applied to be one, and then it said obviously you have to go
Excuse me.
through, you have to, like, give them all your details and stuff like that, and they'll get in touch with you. So I don't know how it would work. And then looking at people who are doing copy trading, it made me think twice, because I don't get 100% win rate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that the whole idea of copy trading is building your own community uh, inside of something like Twitter and things like that, and eventually they contact you. I think that's the only way. Uh, but you're right, Scope, and so is Steve. I think that a lot of them, their results are unrealized profit and loss and not realized profit and loss, which allows them to reach
Yeah.
a leaderboard as such, because they've managed to get a decent trade in, but never close that trade. So technically, it isn't profit, but for a day, because a certain coin is pumped, they look like they're in the profit. And I think that is, I'm sure that is Binance's methodology, yeah, methods. Sorry.
Whatever it's
Uh,
called.
yeah, whatever it's called. Yeah, I think it's their methods of doing their practice. And now that I'm not an insider, but with all the data that I've downloaded, when you look at what they declare as each and every trader's profit and loss in their top corner, and then you download all of the trades, nothing sticks. It does not stick in the slightest. You do not the trades that the guys are taking, if you download them day by day or every second like I am, and when they're closed and things like that, you could they're then it's not realized profit and loss, it's unrealized. It's trades that are still open and waiting to be closed. So, which to me doesn't make sense, but I guess that's how they make their money, which sucks, but it is what it
Like,
is, guys.
like, like, if the people who follow them, uh, you know, like, just say the traders don't use, like, I don't know, just say they're getting, like you said earlier, they're getting a good trade, and a coin's pumped up, and this to keep that trade open.
Yeah,
Obviously, if the as a copy trader, say if I
yeah,
was copying you, David, and you got, like, Bitcoin went all the way down to like £20,000, $20,000, and you
yeah,
were in that short. I collected
yeah.
it like from 26 to 24. I collected it 24, but then that will automatically put his stats up, because that person who's copy traded him has made like 5 grand. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it can easily be like, I don't think you can ever trust out like that, because obviously you don't know what other people are doing, because you must have power of your own account. You know, even if you copy
Yeah,
trade
you do.
someone.
You do. You have a security stop loss and take profit. You set them up as you set up on copy trading inside of Bybit. If you copy a trader, you can set a forced stop loss and take profit. So
Yeah.
it's true what you said. There's that, and there's also the luck of the draw. You could get into a copy trader that's absolutely fantastic, and he's just having a bad day, and it could ruin your account. Or you get in a bit too late on a trade because a lot of people click the button that says copy current trades that are already open, but they could be halfway through the stop the take profit period, so they're getting in really late. These are the conversations that I had with the copy traders out there. There was a lot of them, and well, there wasn't a lot. There was copy traders out there, and yeah, it's scary. I mean, it's scary because they have the responsibility, but they don't have the power over the trades or when people are going into the trades or anything like that. So accounts do get destroyed. Yeah, it's a different world, totally different world. I mean, that's why I think it's important to know what you're trading. Although I am building this kind of copy trading thing, it's meant to be more of a sentiment. It was when I started building it a sentiment, and then I found a good way of like being able to track the traders a lot better. I don't know how I'm going to personally use it in my day-to-day life, but at least you'll be able to see a little bit better how the trades are going and things like that.
David? Did you learn anything about any prop firms in Singapore?
I asked the questions like you asked. I don't think that Bybit are going to go into forex in any time whatsoever. Prop firms, there was absolutely none whatsoever. It was a bit disappointing. I thought I'd be able to find some, but no, I didn't, Steve, unfortunately. But I do have appointments with a couple over visual like in the next couple of weeks. So, and if anybody knows of any others, I'll quite happily contact them.
Well, we
Sorry,
were
Steve, carry on.
talking about one called Crypto Fund Trader,
Crypto Fund Trader.
which obviously we don't know how good they are, how bad they are.
Yeah.
Awful.
Hey,
Awful.
you tried them, Scopes?
Took £1 million off me.
Yeah.
I'm only
Well,
joking.
it's good to we've got another 5 in the bank.
Yeah.
You
Crypto
wish.
Fund Trader.
Yeah.
Crypto Fund Trader. Is that right?
Fund.
Fund. Because I was
Not-
about to
not
say
fun.
anybody that
It's
uses the word
definitely more-
fun in it is not.
There's
It's
no
not going to be
fun.
fun.
Yeah, it's going to be
It's going
fun.
to be a
as we
nightmare,
ruin
and you're going to
fun.
lose your house, your cars, and all your property.
Crypto
Yeah.
Stress Trader. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it's Crypto Stress Trader. Yeah. I'll contact them and see if I can get them in.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking, we're just sort of discussing like it's if anything went wrong, if you were using a prop with crypto
Yeah.
sensibly, and something like Bybit fell over, well, it's not your money, is it? It's you're kind of protected in a way.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, absolutely.
Just things like that, really, and obviously it helps you trade bigger amounts if you've got a decent strategy.
Steve's on commission.
Totally.
But yeah,
Okay, I'll contact them as well.
there'll obviously be pitfalls, and it won't be as good as it
Of
sounds
course,
and all
yeah,
that,
of course,
and all
yeah.
that jazz. But
Yeah, and
might be
nobody's
worth
going to give you
it.
100
Yeah,
grand for nothing without no pitfalls.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing's that simple, is it? Nothing's that easy.
No,
Really.
absolutely. No, absolutely. Without a doubt, yeah.
And
They make their money out of one successful trader or a small number of successful traders that cover the other ones, I guess.
well, I think they make their money out of registration fees mainly, because so many people.
And yes, absolutely. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
And even when I mean, even when you pass the test, the multiple tests, and you are then funded, it's not really in their interest to keep you going for too long, is it? I suppose, because they want you to go back into the system
Yeah.
of paying for a registration fee again. I think. I don't know.
I totally. I could totally agree with you, Steve. After everything that I've seen in the past couple of months since, I could believe anything nowadays. I mean,
Yeah.
it really is.
Yeah.
I read data about this prop firm. Out of, let's say, 100 people, only
Yes.
I think 3% get payout the first payout. Only 3% people get their first payout.
Really? Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
And that could be for any reason, couldn't it? That might not. You might even still be a profitable trader, and there might be some other reason something happens. I don't know.
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
know your stop loss. They will hunt you and then move the market.
Really?
That's yeah. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they that's the reason they have spreads compared
Yeah.
to Binance or Bybit. If we talk about crypto,
Yeah,
the,
that's what I was just
the
about to
difference
say.
between BTC prices and prop firm prices varies from
Yeah.
$20 to $200. So imagine a $200 wick. How would you manage that?
Yeah.
Ah. Wow. Yeah. Absolutely. Nice.
Steve, you
Yeah.
should read about my forex funds.
Oh, great.
I know, Steve. Stop
They
stop
all
fetching
operate the
stuff
same
into
way.
group. Stop fetching stuff into group where they're just going to rob us. Cheers, mate.
Well, David is there to protect us.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm your stop loss. Yeah, absolutely. Oh
true.
man. Yeah, absolutely. No.
David, you
I
have
will. I
no
will.
contact yet?
Sorry.
You have no contact yet with prop firms because you said some prop firms asked to come and talk about them in our group.
Yeah. I've got a couple of appointments next week with brokers and prop firms to see, like I said, just to find out what they're to see if they're integratable with Trigger Trade. If they're not, it makes no difference whether they get invited into the group or not. It makes no. If they've got a good company that looks like it's legit, I certainly will invite them in to come and talk. Yeah, I've just got an appointment with them to see how we can integrate into Daviddtech, and like I said, just said if they look legit, they're more than welcome to come and talk. Anybody's more than welcome to come and talk in Daviddtech. I hope that a couple of the guys that I met out there, even though I've got a forward tester, I'd like for the guys from this platform, for instance, to come and talk to us because they may have a better solution for your problem. So not my one doesn't fit for everybody's problem. So I hope that they'll come in and talk as well. So yeah, so those kind of people plus prop firms and all of that will certainly be coming in.
If I'm right, all those prop firms and brokers are working with the MetaTrader 405.
Yes. William, stop laughing. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not saying a word.
But
Yeah.
but you want to have a solution, but normally people use then a forex 3PS, for example. What are the current ideas about that?
So there'll be several different ideas. There's either a plugin very much like Pine Connect, where we continue using Pine script to build EAs as such or bots. Potentially, I could start converting our good strategies or our good setups into EAs for MT4, MT5. Yeah, those kind of ideas. Like I just said, it's not always all about Daviddtech. It's what's good for you guys as well. Maybe some of you are manually trading or would like to find props firms, and maybe just the information or being able to talk to the guys directly because we have a big community is good as well. So they may just get invited to come and talk, even if we can't integrate any of our tools, just so that people can talk and ask their questions that they would like to about prop firms and things like that. So so it's not just about integration, it's about being able to ask the questions thanks to the power of the community, as we're such a kind of a big community in algo trading, I guess. And there you go. Okay. Right.
David, did you
Yeah.
get time to code El Patron in the strategy?
I need an appointment with MK with Martin. He's not here today. It's coded. I just need to validate with him. I haven't spoken to him
Nice.
since I went to Singapore. Yes, William sent me a couple of messages, and so did Vlad, I believe, whilst I was away about sending it to everybody. I promise to you, as soon as I've spoken to him, I will post it to everybody. I just don't want to do it because it's not really my strategy. So I need to
Great.
validate with him.
Sure. I understand. Thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Right,
Nice talking to you,
what's-
Rabbit. I don't know if you saw Rabbit, but you were the winner of the YouTube challenge. You got a free month because you posted. I'm pretty sure it was you on the last video I put. Very end, you got a month free of Daviddtech on the last video on YouTube.
Thank you. I'm gonna
No,
have a
no
beer
problem.
No, it were me. It were me. It were me. That.
Yeah.
now.
It's at the end of the video. Your comment. I choose a comment from each
Yeah.
of the videos now, and I believe that your name was pulled out. So thank you very much,
Thank you
first
very
of all,
much.
for all of the
Feels
work you
good.
put into the community. I think it's the first time we've actually talked together, isn't it? I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much. It's nice to hear you, and thank you very much for everything that you put into the community. It's really appreciated.
You're welcome.
David,
Yes, mate.
can I ask a question? Why are you not going to present Leader.trade at New York? How come you're not going?
What because it's not that because it's our project, and I think that they probably just want to buy the data off of us, to be honest.
All right.
And I feel as though it's our edge that we've built as a community, so it's for us to
No.
use.
Yeah, it's not for sale. Yeah.
How
what
far
if,
away are you from releasing it then, David?
I was going to release the Signals group thing just before going to Singapore. There was a couple of things that stopped me from doing it. One was kind of the discussion we had on Discord and how I do it. And the second one was the rug pulls that were happening in the Telegram bots at the time, and I just didn't want to be associated with that. So I decided that we'll wait until this week when I get back. I think that if everybody's okay, I'm going to do a video for Monday for YouTube, because that way I don't have to find another idea for YouTube. A lazy bastard, I know. But anyway, I'll do a video for it on YouTube and release it on Monday if that's good with everybody.
Yeah, great, yeah.
David's getting lazy. David's getting lazy. You don't want to have to search another YouTube idea.
Oh, laziness is the language.
Yeah, what did I say?
Not Simon, not
Oh,
repeating.
lazy bastard. Yeah, I know. I've been hanging out with young people in Singapore. They're all my bros, and I'm allowed to swear.
All them YouTube house parties you've been to, I can imagine.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I'm married, so I didn't get invited. Well, I didn't get to go to all of them, yeah. And that was my
Flashing
final
money
word on
around,
parties.
yeah.
Sorry?
Just flashing wads of money around and stuff.
Yeah, not just money. Yeah, all good fun. No, it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. People were absolutely lovely. Singapore, the people are absolutely lovely people. Absolutely lovely people. Very, very clean country. Everybody's so polite. Very nice.
I want to come home, me.
The only down thing is you have to take 3 shirts per day because it is so bloody hot out there. Hot and humid. Yeah. Okay.
Hello?
Right. Yeah.
David,
Yes, Marco.
I asked you some time ago to upload some strategies to version 5. Do you not forget that?
It wasn't. I didn't forget. I probably just didn't do it before going to Singapore. I will. Let me try and I'll move them up on the list. Now there was the breakout that I did, but it wasn't the right one. Let me try and find
That's
the
one.
list of where they are.
Yes, that's
Uh,
indeed one, and there were a few others.
Yep, I've got them in a list, Marco. I've write it down with great big exclamation marks. Marco strategies version 5 is version 5. Uh, upload. I will do that as soon as I can. I thought I uploaded the one, it wasn't the right one. Yeah, I'll do it as soon as I get off,
It was the old
Marco.
one.
Yeah.
Okay. I also heard that there are a few strategies,
me.
that still use the same name for some fields.
Ah, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
really. And
Yeah.
I actually
I like where you said
don't
that.
know exactly which ones it are. Should I ask the person which strategies that are?
Absolutely, if you don't mind, no problem whatsoever. I'll definitely update them. Yes.
I'll ask you and I will send you WhatsApp.
Thank you so much, Marco. Thank you.
No problem.
And I don't know if you spotted or you all may have spoke about it already, but there's a chap called Reed in the Discord, and he wants I think he was interested in seeing if you could code his strategy.
The divergent strategy, I
Yeah,
think it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, it
know it
looks
might not
really
be easy,
interesting.
but
And
yeah.
it looks very, very much like the chart champions strategy that I
Oh,
was
does it?
looking at. So
I might-
yeah. It looks very good. So yeah, I'll definitely code it. Definitely code it. I like divergent strategies, whether it's I think that one's something to do with the RSI, what I can see, but
Yeah, it is. I
Yeah.
don't think he mentioned multi-time frame though. I might be wrong. Someone might be able to correct me, but I don't think it's multi-time frame. So that might be good.
yeah, absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
Multi-time frame, you get problems, don't you?
Yeah, I think that the chart champions really take the highs and the lows from from the dailies, which I will avoid at all costs after the ABC. So yeah,
Yeah, he does.
but
I
I
think
certainly
he does draw levels on. I think he does use levels. I think.
yeah the chart champions. Yeah.
No, Reed. I think.
Oh, Reed. Okay. Yeah, I can see that he's got a couple of like it looks like the
He's
PS.
just
I
giving
can't.
it.
Yeah.
He's just giving everyone FOMO, really. Just.
It does look good though. I will. I like divergent strategies,
Yeah,
like I said.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. Divergent strategies seem manually trading with the ABC patterns. Divergence is like the one that we did with the blue waves and all that. Always seemed to do very, very good at. It was just like the validation of the divergence, which was always a bit of a problem before
It
it was
took too
too
long,
late.
didn't it,
So
for
yeah,
it to appear. For it to be valid.
yeah.
That's the same with all divergence, isn't it? With indicators or.
Yes, unfortunately, you do have to wait for that bar to close and enough bars to look back. I worked on a way with I think it was called the hammer time, wasn't it? Where it crossed over and we took the divergences from the crossover. That could possibly work. I guess we just have to look to see how we can confirm a divergence in a different way as such.
I think the hidden divergences work better.
Yes, yeah. There was who was it that did the hidden
They
divergence?
work a lot better, I think. And there's a guy I watch. Cause I've got that. I have that on my chart now.
Okay.
Hidden bull, and I seem to see that the hidden bear and hidden bull work. The signals
Okay.
are a lot
I
better.
don't think I've ever really coded a hidden divergence strategy. I don't
Well,
think
there's
I've
a
ever
guy on
coded one.
YouTube that I mean, a lot of people have got mixed results, mixed thoughts about him. But there's a guy on YouTube. Forget his name. I'll get you a video. But he said
Okay.
do it to just take hidden bull and hidden bear, like signals.
Yeah.
And now when I'm looking at my chart and every time for the last like few weeks I've had this RSI hidden bull on. They seem to work like a lot better than the normal divergence.
Okay. I'll have a look because they kind of make sense as algo traders because they will be more following a trend than looking for a reversal. So I'll have a look.
I think Reed's is a reversal of sorts. It reminds me of the
Yes.
ABC a bit.
Yeah. That's what stood out to me, Steve. As I saw it, I thought, oh, that looks very much like an
Yeah.
ABC kind of strategy. ABCs are divergences. It's just it's in the eye of a beholder as such. You don't really put another indicator on to confirm with a divergence, which as an algo trader, maybe we should have looked more into the divergences to try and find a better one.
You did, wasn't that one of your very first ones? Was it a divergence, if I remember, years ago? You did a
Maybe years ago. How old do you think I am? I don't know. We did a couple of divergences. Yes, I did, didn't I? I did an indicator that did loads of like different divergences. Yes. I think the best coder of divergences was the coder, which I don't think he works with anymore, was Trade Pro. He worked with, I think his name's Mr. Divergent.
I remember I won one of the competitions, or I came second or third. One of your
Right.
competitions, and I got a trial of his indicator.
Yeah, the Divergent, isn't it? His name is the Divergent.
and
That's it. Yeah.
I tried, and it was okay, but
Yeah.
it was probably in the wrong hands to try, to be honest.
You were so much younger. That was the problem, wasn't it?
That's it, yeah. But
Yeah.
like a lot of them, the main problem I had was the fact they came too late.
Yeah. Yeah.
On his indicator, it came just a bit too late.
Yes.
But I mean, he always sold the indicator as this isn't a strategy, this is just confluence, blah blah blah. So he
Yeah.
wasn't
Yeah.
selling it as a strategy at all.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking. I mean, even with like Botify, I mean, the divergences are just impossible, really, to back test. Like you just said, they confirm way too late for algo traders.
Yeah.
There may be ways of doing it. I'll have a look to see. My coding has improved in the time that we've been here as a PineScript coder. So maybe I'll be able to. And oh man, he's like that puppet in it. You know, the puppets that talk back to you in the comedy shows. I've got William in here.
From it.
I could just. I bet your mum used to say, "Take your brother with you. Be going out."
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks,
Yeah.
Mum.
I used to get in the car. You just say, "Stay there."
Yeah. Oh dear, oh dear. Anyway,
Have you,
yeah,
have you caught up on all your strategies now, David? Have you got you caught up on everything? Yeah.
Yeah, my strategies personally are going the best they've ever been. The personal strategies that I've had set up. You did worry me the other day, and I spoke about this in to a couple of guys when you said that yeah, maybe it might all go wrong when they start pumping, and you go, yeah, okay, that is totally possible. What you said there, Scopes. I hope not. We'll see. We'll see, because unfortunately the period that we're in has been quite long-winded. So hopefully the strategies that I'm running are not going to fall apart when we do change market, but we'll see.
Would have been here earlier. We got stuck on the bathroom.
I'm just muting you right at the top here just because I can hear your conversation. Doctor, do I know? We can hear you, mate. I'm just muting you. There you go. Right. Yeah, so yes. Yeah, so hopefully it'll go right. I think that's what you meant by my strategies. Is that right, Scope?
Yeah.
Or,
Just
yeah,
in
yeah.
case, you you're up for any other strategies to be done.
It is
like that.
extremely nice to be an algo trader when traveling. I mean, I've traveled twice this year and not had to worry too much about it. When talking to other manual traders, some guy I was talking to got on the plane, had a trade open, and lost 25k. That would have pissed me off going to Singapore and losing 25k, to be honest.
I lost 7.
Did you ask him to join the community?
Yeah,
I lost,
absolutely. Yeah, could have taught him a thing or two.
Were you
I
sitting
lost
next to
7k about 6 weeks, about 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago.
Did you? Oh
Yeah.
shit, man, that sucks. Yeah,
I lost 7 grand.
yeah.
Well,
Yes,
the reason I'm asking about you, if you're up to date with your strategies and all that, is I've got some new ideas. What you could possibly code if you ever like. Obviously, I know you make your own strategies and that, but I've got a couple that I do and I work on, and I don't trade them, but I've worked on them and follow him and stuff like that. And obviously, I've got one trading style, but I know all
Yeah.
others. So sometimes I see it in chart and I'll see that it works and that. But if you're ever stuck for anything, I've got a couple that can be done.
I certainly could help you code them and just chuck them through Botify so we can backtest them. Yeah, mate, that'd be great. I mean, thanks to Botify now, it's very easy to backtest any trading strategy. So we could sort of like build what I call the heartbeat for Botify, which just gives it the signal of in and out. And certainly, definitely, without doubt, I'd definitely do it. Just like I think that I've got my last bit of catching up to do. I've almost got through all the emails that I got whilst I was away. I did try to reply to them whilst I was away, but pretty much catched up now. So hopefully by Friday I'll be catched up, and next week everything's back to normal.
Do you know? When you make a strategy?
Yeah.
Because obviously I don't know about how you could do it, but you know, like with my trading style, if there's imbalance in the waves, I'll
Yeah.
use like a smart money concept, and if there isn't, I use the key levels. Is there a way to code like for that to come in? Do you know what I mean? So you could like make the entries. So like obviously in the past two waves, if there's imbalance in the past two waves, enter off of a Fibonacci level. If not, enter off of a key level. Is there options to do that? Could you
Yeah, they
make
can be imbalance, meaning what? Because there's lots of different definitions of imbalance.
fair
Is
value
it
gaps?
a fair value gap? Okay, yeah, absolutely. I can code fair value gaps, and we can always work out the way of reversal. Yes, definitely. It is possible. It would be a little bit harder on Botify because it doesn't like blocks; it likes lines. But
Yeah.
we can certainly work a way out of working like when it hits a when it hits a fair value gap, we just give it a 1, and then we just work out how to reverse it and things like that in the code. But it certainly is possible.
And also, like pullback. If you've already if you've already like marked out a pullback, you know where the bottom found the bottom of the
Yep.
trend by obviously two reversal candles breaking out of the range of the last down
Yes.
candle or whatever. And if the previous low has been broken, can you cancel that trade? Can you code that? If the previous trade that you've put in, if the pullback doesn't reach the trade, but it breaks down, say in a downtrend, if it pulls back but doesn't pull back into your area, but then goes back down and breaks the previous low, cancel the previous trade. Can you do that?
Absolutely. You can do an emergency exit. Yeah, without a doubt. What I call an emergency exit is because you already be in the trade anyway. If you're trying to limit order, and that'd be a bit harder to backtest. Although we have been working with Martin to try and build the systems around those kind of limit orders as such. But if you're already in the trade and you want to cancel that, well, close that trade as you hit a low, a previous low, yeah, no problem whatsoever. We can do that easy. We could do it with a Keltner channel or something like that to prove that it's the recent low. And if we break below that, we'll close the trade. And that's very easy to be done.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Cool. I certainly will happily sit with you, Scope, anytime, even just chatting and going through the strategies. As you know, I'm always up to sitting talking with you, no problem whatsoever.
yeah.
As long as you take me to Ibiza next time. Even without the abs. I've got flabby abs, but they'll do.
Yeah, they'll do. Have a look in the comments.
Okay.
Like,
On my way.
I've just put what I'm doing. That's what I mean. The second to last trade. Obviously, the second to last trade.
Yes.
See the box
Okay.
underneath.
Yeah.
box underneath. Obviously, the bottom of that box, that's where the real break is. Level.
Okay, so you cancelled that previous trade.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's
what
possible.
I mean, like.
Yeah, that's possible without doubt. Definitely. That's possible because
It's a
you're not
good
already in the
It's a
trade.
good
So.
little strategy. That obviously, I only think it's a good little strategy because I'm watching it on the 1 minute and I'm manually like drawing.
Yeah.
Obviously, all the rules are still the same.
Okay.
But it's just like it's easy to manual it. Do you know what I mean? Rather than
Yeah.
But what I mean is like that low that's been broken, second to last trade, cancel the previous trade that order, set that new order.
Okay. I'll save the chart and we'll talk next week about coding it if you like.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Cool.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, it seems pretty good. It's just all about the structure and breaks and stuff. So, real breaks.
Yeah.
It
looks good. It looks good.
I think I might start trading 1 minute time frame for online.
Oh goodness. I'll cross my fingers for you, mate. My prayers are with you. I didn't meet any 1 minute traders out there. Although I'd love to find a strategy, I did not meet any 1 minute traders at all. If we manage to find it, it'll be great. But yeah.
I mean, Johnny as well turned into a 5-minute trader, so everything is possible,
Yeah,
you know.
I spoke to Johnny the
too.
other day. He's not been doing much, has he? Really? I spoke to him the other day. I asked like about his streaming and stuff, and he said it's just been a bit slow for him, and he's had a couple of issues. So he's back to it now, though.
Okay. I haven't spoken to Johnny for. I'll try and speak to him again tomorrow or next day because you haven't spoken to Johnny for a little while. It's a shame. Superb bloke, absolutely superb.
What does this go up? He's trading on 5 minutes now.
1 minute.
What, Johnny is?
He's trading on 5,
Ah.
Johnny.
5.
Johnny's.
He has some
But not-
strategy from a guy called Phantom or something like that, who has somewhat of a smart money concept strategy, but doesn't trade on CPI calls or meetings or whatever, just ordinary days, Monday to Friday, and that's pretty much it.
They were always against working on 5 minute charts and that one. You were always against it. You were like, it's crackhead times, you know. So we were always against it. So I'm a bit,
Adapt and conquer, you know.
Surprised about that.
I might check his YouTube, see if he's done any new videos.
Yeah, I will too.
I think though, obviously you should have like a couple of ways of trading, but like be changing up all the time. You know what I mean? You're setting yourself up in long run.
Yes, yeah. The problem is if you're not an algo trader, it's hard enough not to follow lots of coin pairs as it is with and then to add a second strategy or a third strategy on top of it, it's making it harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've looked at another strategy off of a course that I've done. That I spoke to you about it today. That Ichimoku.
Yeah.
That seems like a good strategy, but the thing for me is the stop losses are chuffing massive. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's more like a longer term trade.
Yeah.
It seems all right, but I've 2 trades off of it, and one. But if they lose, the stop loss is that big. It's a bit of a ball like that.
Yeah. Is it the most recent one that I did, which was Purple Cloud? It has very, very small stop losses, which was good. Need to look more into it myself. I need to have a look to see if it's optimizable.
To be fair, I need to have a look.
There's not much talk.
There's not much
Talk. Probably not much people use it.
No, I don't think so, Marco.
Yeah.
I think if I don't code them into a main strategy, they're not used much. So I did it on Botify. I think that in the future I won't do any on Botify. I tried to get a bit of enthusiasm around Botify like Martin does, but I think maybe I should leave the Botify to Martin because he does a better job than me at explaining it, and use Spotify in my videos to prove a concept and then build a full strategy, because otherwise, yeah, nobody uses it. I don't think so.
Yeah, but
I need to
is there no option that we can? Is there no option that we can use all indicators to optimize?
optimize.
Like
Sorry.
when we want to use El Patron from
Yes.
Martin, then
Yes.
we can't optimize all settings.
Yeah, that's the one of the problems with Botify. You can't optimize all the sorts of settings because you've got external inputs, which makes it a bit hard to. Well, it makes it impossible to optimize those inputs
Because
automatically.
it uses only the settings from the first indicator.
It uses the settings from the external indicators, so the indicators that you have on your trading view, and then it has the settings like the stop loss and take profits, which are baked into Botify, which you can use the optimizer on, but obviously it's not the full strategy. And I think that most people optimize the strategy using the main indicators and not so much the stop loss and take profits as such.
Okay, and that's
So
not possible with the modification.
It's not possible. No.
Oh.
No. Through for the optimizer. I did try looking into the code to try and do it. It maybe it'll be something that'll be an add-on for the optimizer in the future. It's going to take a while to code because I have to detect the number of indicators. I have to detect that they're all displayed on the chart, which ones are inside Botify, because obviously people might add 15 indicators and only have 3 inside of. These were the problems I come up with and why it isn't part of the optimizer already, because I started coding it. But yeah, it will take a while, but there will be a optimizer for Botify eventually.
When I look to the results channel, I often see non-Daviddtech strategies with very good statistics.
Yeah, Algo
regularly,
Pro.
yeah, for example,
Yeah.
sometimes I see really a lot of the same strategies appear.
Yeah, I
So
think
it
that
looks
there's some
like
developers.
they're developers or full-time developers, because I talked about prop firms. You have Blue Edge Capital.
Yep.
They also said in one of their videos that they have full-time optimizers. And sometimes I have the feeling when scrolling through the channel that there are a lot of people that use specific strategies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they appear so much, so often.
The optimizer is excellent and is everywhere, because if you look, it's easy to see it when you go on to a lot of YouTubers, including Pionex and Wonder Trading. They open their charts, and there we have the two little up and down arrows, which this is no, that's not the right one there. It's this one here. Yeah, they have the two little up and down arrows here, which proves that they're using the optimizer. And you see it in lots of people's channels. So it's being used by a lot of bigger players in the market as well. And yeah, there is some great settings in the results channels. That's why I would never just use the Daviddtech channels, because yeah, that's full-time optimizer. That's interesting. Yeah.
You really don't need to watch YouTube videos, only scroll through that channel,
And you
and
see
you
the
have a
number of
lot
people.
of opportunities.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah. Oh, without a doubt. No, I was just saying that there's a lot of people that use it. Oh, without a doubt. I can spend absolutely hours in there, Marco, just like yourself, I'm sure, and then see my whole morning go, oh, I haven't done anything at all. Because I sit there downloading them, testing them, and looking at them, and I spend hours doing it. I can spend absolutely hours doing it.
Yeah, I can imagine. There are lots of ideas there.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Yeah, there is. Oh, a couple of my last videos, or a couple of the videos when I was doing them like weekly, were just inspired by what I found in the optimizer channel. And it's better now because we can download the results. So yeah.
Yeah, indeed. Is it not an idea to hire virtual assistants full-time optimizing?
Yeah, we could.
Because in the Philippines, for example, or maybe Rabbit has some contacts in India, the salaries are not that high. I don't know if it can be an idea. Then you can also improve the one. Maybe you have
The
updates
one,
for that. Yeah.
the one is not that I don't want to update it. It's more the problem of the number of lines of code. I've come to the limit of the number of lines of code that I can put onto TradingView, and I've never worked out a way of being able to optimize the code enough to be able to put more than one or two settings in there. So I decided to do it as an Excel spreadsheet on Notion, or a spreadsheet on Notion for the moment until I've found a better way. Yeah, but I agree with finding a group of optimizer. We can certainly look into it as a group. I would certainly set up some kind of way of paying for them, no problem, so that we could all interact with them and find optimize. I just kind of we need to put some kind of plan in to see what they are. So I just don't employ more people for nothing. So yeah, we'll talk about it. Talk about it.
But yeah, they must follow rules that we like, and they need TradingView Premium. I don't know if that can be a problem.
That we could sort out as well. I mean, I could sort out so that we could have a couple of people optimizing them, but we need to work out, like I said, as a group, what they're optimizing for, like you just said, because I don't want them just optimizing on nothing, on thin air, or just on all of the settings inside of a Daviddtech one, or even outside of Daviddtech. It would be nice to try and find some strategies that are not Daviddtech. They don't have to be Daviddtech, and optimize those, and just have the settings in the settings board as such. Yeah, it's a great idea, but as a group, maybe we can talk. Maybe we could talk on Monday or Tuesday next week about what we'd optimize, and then I'll find some people to do it.
Employ me if you want. I'll be a full-time legend.
A full-time legend. You're already a full-time legend. That means I have to pay you for just being you. Right. Unless there's any other questions, I'm going to leave you guys to your day.
Guys, come on, questions.
Questions.
Everybody's quiet. Come on, guys.
It was a good one today. Thank you very much, Marco, for all your questions. Anyway, as always, you're doing great. Good. Everything will be set up for Monday anyway. For leader trade and all of that. I'll spend the weekend putting the invitations together for everybody. Yeah, it was cool. Thank you very much.
I was just thinking, David, my ETH node is still not synchronized yet.
Oh shit! Excuse me. No, that normally takes about 72 hours.
Well, I didn't use the. There's some quick way of synchronizing, isn't there? Where
Yes. Yeah.
I haven't used that because I didn't want to be relying on too many third parties. But I'm probably going to have to stop it and use that now because it's been going.
Yeah, I would. I have. Yeah, I started. To be honest, Steve, I had the same sort of idea as you. Sean was the one that put the third party in there. I think that Sean is a very trustworthy guy.
Yeah.
I've spent hours and hours on the phone with him. And his ultimate dream would be to make a exchange with absolutely zero fees, so that everybody had their perfect edge. Anybody that has that dream, I believe. Sorry?
He just whinge about fees in his videos quite a lot.
Yeah. So he's right. They destroy our edge. I mean, how many strategies work with zero fees? It's unbelievable. As soon as you add fees, it destroys us. But his ultimate dream is to do that. He really is about providing power to us. If he says, honestly, if he says to me, I would blindly follow. Sean. He's a very trustworthy guy.
Yeah.
But that's not financial
He's doing
advice.
quite a bit on the Binance shit as well, isn't he?
He has, but he said that it's extremely expensive to
Oh,
run.
really?
Yeah. He said that but he's also not doing it. Are you doing it on your home server, or are you
That's what I
doing it
mean,
on the
yeah,
same?
do it on your home server, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that it'll be pretty much free then. Yeah. I haven't set up. I have downloaded partially and destroyed several times Binance. I haven't managed to get it the way that I wanted it to. The ETH node took me 72 hours to completely. The first time it took me about 72 hours, and then I destroyed it and then did it, and it really was extremely fast. Extremely fast. I should imagine it took less than 72 hours.
Okay. All right. I'll try his suggestion then.
You may find that. How much space have you got free?
2 terabytes. Well, it's only used 100 gig.
Oh, okay. You've checked. Okay.
So
Because my
yeah, I've got a 2 terabyte disk.
okay. Yeah. Because I had a 2 terabyte disk as well, and ended up my first one that I destroyed. Ended up I had to go out and buy more space because
Oh, really?
it filled it up. Yeah.
Right.
And that stopped it from sinking. So that was what I was
So
thinking.
you used 2 terabytes.
You're you're on Ubuntu, aren't you, as well? I guess yes.
Yeah.
Do you installed it yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. When you install it yourself, the virtual partition sometimes limits. That was one problem I come across as well. To the amount of space that you dedicate to your Ethereum node.
Oh, really?
And that's why mine
Amazing.
didn't. One of my first installs, it just ran and ran and ran. And I couldn't get it to sync, and it was because that part was full.
I mean, I've extended the Linux partition.
Okay.
There's not something inbuilt that will stop it from using it. I don't know.
Yeah. I think that it's just try several times and it eventually works. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Because my first couple of goes didn't work, and then 72 hours down the road it worked. Binance, I haven't put enough time into. I found it a bit more complicated to install myself. But yeah.
Okay.
Yes. And the expenses, I think, mainly come from the servers if you don't have them at home stored.
Yeah. I mean, especially if you've got a Windows one, they charge
Yes,
you
yeah.
a lot of money. But yeah, I'm okay at home. It's fine.
Yeah, I've got my own server for it as well. If I find any really great algorithms or whatever, I will sort of do it through some kind of hosting. But at the moment, I'm fine with the internal as well.
What do you mean you've got your own server? What's all that about, Steve?
Well, I mean, it's not a rack mount server or anything like that. It's just an inflated PC, just a powerful PC.
All right.
I mean, you could buy tower servers if you really want a server, but you know.
Also, you see your price of your electricity go up by 6.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are quite efficient actually, but it depends how
Yeah.
much you use them, doesn't it? It depends how
Yeah.
many CPUs you use and you know.
Depends
All
if
that
you
jazz.
it depends if you've got dual power or not as well.
Yeah. Well, that shouldn't make a difference if you've got dual power. If it's active passive.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, you lost me at dual
I want
server.
the 90. I've got computers all over the place, and laptops.
Yeah.
Like 5 laptops in the loft. It's just too many.
Oh,
I've got hundreds of
dear.
screens in the house. Drives my wife crazy.
Yeah, mine too, mate. Mine too.
She thinks I need to get outside more. She's probably right.
That's because she wants the wall finished building.
Yeah,
Hey,
FIFA with me.
It's done. It's done.
Ah.
I'll
Wow.
drop a picture if you're interested.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
walls done-
definitely.
the walls
We
done,
wanna
it's all
see the
stacked up
wall.
with screens.
Yeah, send you a picture of the wall.
The legendary wall.
Yeah.
We've been talking about this more longer than Trump, this wall.
Dave, you just had a message in the chat, mate.
Me?
Yep.
Okay, just going down.
By El Patron.
Here we go, Des. Yes, absolutely. We're definitely going forward with coding it into a full strategy under the boilerplate. Like I said, I'm just waiting for Martin. I just got back from Singapore, so it's my fault. But just waiting back for Martin to come back and validate everything, because the base idea was his, and I don't want it to like take over as such. So definitely will be part of the boilerplate. He's said that it's not a problem, so I've just coded, and I just want to make sure that everything's perfect. Right, gentlemen, I'm going to have to leave you. Thank you very much for joining me again today. It's been a pleasure to be back. I mean, September's been quite bullish in the old Daviddtech, so it's nice to see everybody here. Yeah, it's nice to have the community back after the holidays, and yeah, I will get everything out and ready for everybody.
Thank you,
Unless there's
David.
any other questions, I will leave you all to it.
Yes, David, last question.
Yes. Yeah.
The boilerplate, when did you expect to update them?
I'm trying to implement. Let me finish the optimizer very quickly first and do all of that. Monday, I'm going to be doing a leader trade, and then I will fully focus on the next update of the boilerplate. I won't give you a date now because I don't want to disappoint you, but I will promise that as of Monday, I'll start getting back to coding the boilerplate, Barker.
Yeah, okay.
So that was a very vague reply, but I promise that I'll do it as quick as possible.
Yeah, but it's good. But I'm not sure if you then need to change also some tables. On the left side, we have the table with mixed drawdown also, but that is also not in percentage.
Yeah, it needs completely overhaul the table on the side.
Yeah.
I tried to make things a bit faster by removing some of the calculations and adding different ones. I also accidentally removed the first date, the date traded, which was very good and needed to be there. Yeah, so I need to overhaul and look at all of those that table again.
Okay.
Right. Thank you, gentlemen. Nice to be back. Nice to see everybody. I'll be back here we are Thursday, so I'll be back here on Tuesday. Like I said, if anybody wants any coding scope, if you want any coding, I can easily jump in on a Monday or any other day during the week to like code some scripts for Botify. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll see you all on Monday, Tuesday, and tomorrow is a video about the optimizer, guys. Take care, everybody.
Thank you, David.
Have a nice
Cheers,
day.
mate.
care.
See you
Bye-bye.
later.
Bye, everybody.
See
Take
you
care.
later, everyone.
Bye.
See ya.
Peace.
Peace.